the 11 plus explained and what parents really need to know without the panic. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Cordelia Cooper, the founder of Splat Tuition, and I've worked with children and families across primary education for many years. So in today's video, it's one that I really wanted to make, and I've been putting it off for a little bit, to be honest with you, but many parents approach me feeling a little bit confused and overwhelmed or worried about the 11 plus exam. And some parents just come to me too late, and some don't realise that they've actually missed key deadlines. And others simply don't know what the 11 plus actually involves, beyond it being this big sort of intimidating exam. So today I want to calmly explain the facts, remove the panic, and help you guys to decide whether or not the 11 plus is right for your child. So let's dive into it. First things first, what is the 11 plus exam? So let's start with the basics. The 11 plus exam is an entrance exam used by grammar schools and some selective schools as well. So it usually is sat in year 6, often in September, which is earlier than many parents realise. Now, the exam typically assesses maths, English, verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. However, and this is really important, there is no single 11 plus national exam. You see, the format, the content and the scoring depend upon a couple of things. So they depend upon your local authority, the individual grammar schools that your child is applying to, and the variation of one of the biggest sources of confusion for parents is that because they just expect there to be one big test, which isn't true. So why parents often feel a little bit lost in terms of the 11 plus, one of the most common things that parents say to me is, I didn't realise that we had to register so early, or they thought that their child's compulsory school will tell them or talk to them about the 11 plus, which just isn't true, or they assume that year 6 is sort of when they start thinking about the 11 plus, when in reality registration often happens earlier. So usually happens in year 5. And preparation usually starts way before year 6. And by the time some parents seek guidance, the exam's really close, and sometimes it's actually finished already. And this doesn't mean that your child can't do well, but early understanding makes the whole process so much calmer for you and your child as well. So how is the exam actually sat? So once you've registered your child, you'll be told where your child will sit the exam. You don't get to choose. You don't get to choose. You'll be told the date and whether they have a morning or afternoon slot. Now, just to let you know, we're based in Birmingham, so that's how the Birmingham local authority do it. Now, some children sit the exam at a grammar school, some sit it at a test centre or another allocated venue. It just depends on how many people want to take the 11 plus, and you'll receive the information in advance, so there are no surprises at all. Then on the day, the exam is fully supervised, timed and structured, very similar to a formal secondary school exam. So knowing what to do can really massively reduce anxiety, especially for your child and us parents as well. So a lot of parents ask me, so how competitive is the 11 plus? Now, I think you deserve complete honesty in this, because this is something that parents don't usually talk about. Most grammar schools are heavily oversubscribed, can't get my words out. And this means that there are far more children sitting the exam than there are places available. And as a result of that, the 11 plus is extremely competitive. Now, many families invest hundreds of pounds every month on tuition, all in an effort to sort of secure very high scores and not just a pass. Now, I've seen children pass without any tuition. I've seen children pass with tuition. It really depends on your child, but it's important to understand that it's not just about ability, it's about preparation and familiarity with the exam style, and often access to support if your child needs it. Now, knowing this up front sort of allows parents to make a realistic, informed choices rather than feeling shocked later on. So is the exam, is it good for every single child? Now, this part matters, so I'm going to say it really clearly. It's not for every child. The 11 plus, it's not a measure of intelligence. It does not define a child's future success. Some children sort of naturally thrive with exam timed questions and assessments, and some children process things really fast and they love and thrive in competitive environments. Other children are deep thinkers, creative learners, children who perform best without pressure. Now, both types or learning styles or sort of children, they are all capable, and they just means they flourish in different settings. The 11 plus is the right pathway for some children, and for others a different route leads to far greater confidence and, you know, long-term success. So if your child doesn't quite get into the 11 plus school, do not worry, because the thing that really makes a difference is, from years of experience, I can tell you this: success doesn't come from cramming in learning. It doesn't come from pressure, and it doesn't come from fear. What does make the difference is really starting early, understanding the exam style as early as possible, strong foundations in maths and English, and developing, and this is what a lot of parents miss, developing thinking skills, not just answers, but also protecting a child's confidence as well, because children that feel safe to make mistakes, they always learn faster. Children who feel pressured, they often shut down. So if you're watching this and thinking, have I missed something? Is it too late? Is it right for your child? Just pause and take a breath, because there's always a next step. And, you know, it doesn't need to be stressed or rushed, because children feel this. I can also make another video sharing my own 3 children's 11 plus journey, the decisions that we made, and sort of what worked and also what didn't work, and what I as a parent learned along the way. So let me know if that would be helpful to you guys. I'm always willing to share and help. Let me know in your comments if you'd like that video, and if this helped, please like and subscribe and share it with another parent who might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed or just doesn't get the 11 plus exam. And remember, there are many paths to success, and the right one is the one where your individual child thrives. I'm Cordelia Cooper, founder of Splat Tuition. I'll see you on the next one. I hope that helped.